I think, to even answer your question more deeply, I think, when it comes to those black people you see who may be, showing support for Trump, I just think, it's because Trump is actually talking to young black male voters. He's directing ads towards them. They are a group that, never get courted. I mean, black people don't get courted either as a whole, but that old Democratic regime speaks to old black men, and they think everyone else in the black community, the black family, is just supposed to fall in line. They know black women are going to show up regardless, and they, like I said, they speak to older black men, and they think the rest of us all speak the same language. So Trump is targeting young black males, and promo and marketing, it works.
Hey, let's do one more round of applause for our VP being here in East Las Vegas. Come on.
I was, not but it just happened to be that was the assignment I got. I got all the good ones. So I got Ukraine. And I remember going over convincing our team, or others, to convincing us that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I'm not going to, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired.
Yeah! And I'm married to the next president of the United States!
After 150 years, with 9 justices on the Supreme Court of the United States, leading Democrats in Washington are actually talking about packing the court. Adding seats to the court so they can appoint liberal activist judges to drive their agenda from the judicial branch. I mean, last Thursday night, Joe Biden said in his town hall that he's, quote, open to considering packing the court. Kamala Harris said in the primary she was, quote, absolutely open. And when I asked her during the vice presidential debate what the answer was, she refused to give me a straight answer. Now Joe Biden is telling the American people that he'll tell us what he's going to do after Judge Barrett is confirmed next week, even though millions of Americans are voting right now. I mean, come on, man. The American people deserve a straight answer. When you're running for the highest office in the land, you got to tell America whether you respect the highest court in the land.
I noticed this week is you've been going back and forth with the press about Anthony Fauci. What's the relationship with Fauci?
I get along with him fine, but he's made mistakes. And, when he said he really is stopped from going on television, then you see him do 60 Minutes, not one of the greatest shows in the world, and he's not. But when you see it, but he said no masks, don't wear masks, and then he said wear masks, and he didn't want me to stop people from coming in from China, and then he admitted it was a great move that I made against him. You know, I overrode him. But with all of that, I get along with him. I like him. He's Tony. He's a nice guy.
You called him a disaster. That's all I did.
Now, look, he's made bad moves, but he's been there a long time.
With COVID, is there anything that you think you could have done differently? If you had a mulligan or a do-over on one aspect of the way you handled it, what would it be?
Not much. Look, it's all over the world. You have a lot of great leaders. There are a lot of smart people. It's all over the world. It came out of China. China should have stopped it. They stopped it from spreading into other parts of China after Wuhan. But China should have stopped it. No, not much. I did it very early. You know, Biden was criticizing me when he said I was xenophobic when I put the ban on China. And he said I was xenophobic. Think of that. And Pelosi did too. She said, oh, it's terrible, it's ridiculous. I was months early. Now they come back and say, oh, I should have done it sooner. You couldn't have done it sooner. I did it at a very early point.
Why has the mask become such a political football? I mean, would it be that bad if we just said, you know what, open the economy, open your businesses, go to restaurants, open your stores, open your schools, just wear a mask?
I have no problem with it. I have no problem with a mask, and frankly, some people don't like it. Some people don't like it scientifically. I mean, you know, you have a lot of different views than the mask. Look at Fauci, where he originally said, don't wear a mask. And then he comes out and he says, "Word, that's okay."
Thank you very much.
Can I give this to you? Can I give this to you, sir?
Retiring.
I am retiring in 12 days. My last act as a police officer, sir, I want to give you this. You got it, big kid. On behalf of all the men and women that wear this badge, that have your back because you have ours. God has your back. That's really nice. Thank you, sir.
Hello, Erie. Remember that great victory we had?